Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to 75 South Gardening. In today's video, I'll be giving you all a quick tour of my winter garden. Alright you guys, so this is the winter garden. Now I'm going to make this quick as possible because it has started to rain and my phone ain't waterproof. So what we have right here in the first raised bed are all cabbage plants. To the left, those are all round Dutch cabbage, and to the right, those are all market early cabbages. Now for all of my new viewers, I am in Georgia, zone 8A, and within the next few days, we're expecting freezing temps that are going to get low as 13 degrees. So if you are growing anything like cabbages and you have them in containers, or any brassicas in containers, you may want to take them inside until the weather gets back to a normal temperature above freezing. And right here in the front, we have Georgia Southern collards and another round Dutch cabbage that is starting to form the head. Now in the middle, these are all broccoli plants. And to the side here, I have garlic growing. And there's also more garlic growing in the center of each container. Now over here, these are also round Dutch cabbages. Now most brassicas will survive with temperatures in the high teens, 17, 18, 19. But 13 degrees will pretty much wipe these out like they did last year. And down here in the center block, I have parsley growing. And over here, these are my strawberry plants. Now up there in the corner, there's more parsley. And to the left here, these are more collard transplants. And they've only been here for about 4 days. So I'll be pulling them up once I finish this video and placing them back into the solo cups. And at the end of the raised bed, I have more garlic growing. Now you don't have to worry about taking your garlic in. Even if it snows, they will be alright. Now if you're growing parsley, you want to go ahead and harvest this, because temps as low as 13 degrees will just kill these off, and they'll be nice and gooey and they won't be any good. Now over here in the corner, I have my blackberries growing, along with rosemary and sage. Now this sage plant survived last year's freeze, so I won't be taking that in, but I will be taking in my rosemary. We got down into the low teens last year and it killed all of my cabbage, rosemary, and collards, and broccoli. Now these were attacked by caterpillars. Yes, we still have them in the winter here in zone 8A in Georgia because we have bipolar weather, and it could be 70 degrees for a whole week at any time, followed by a 40-degree week. Now at the top of the hill, there's more collards, cabbage, and broccoli. And right here, this is parsley. And I'll be harvesting more of this once I complete the video. And the small transplants that you're looking at are all Georgia Southern collards. In my 20-gallon containers, these are all market early cabbage. And the small container has another collard green. Now over here in the corner, this is a lemon balm plant. And right here I have more Georgia Southern collards growing along with this broccoli plant here, and another market early cabbage. And here's more broccoli. Now the bugs got to one of these, so this may not produce anything, but the leaves are good for eating, and you can cook them just like you would do your collard greens. Now this particular bed, these are market early cabbage plants, along with more of my Georgia Southern collards. They've been here for about a month now, and I'm actually using this bed to make a new video on growing collard greens along with that bed. That way you guys can see the different stages of growth. So what I may end up doing is digging these up, and what I'll do is remove each cinder block and take my big shovel and just slide right underneath the plants and take them inside until the weather gets back to normal. Now a lot of people like to cover their stuff up with blankets. I've tried it and it didn't work out so good for me. So I'm going to dig those up. I'm going to dig those little cabbage plants up there and my collards in that raised bed. And I was thinking about removing these also. They've been here for about a month. Now I've removed brassicas from raised beds several times without any problems, and they grow just fine. For example, this plant here is about 2 years old now, and it was originally in this raised bed where I have my parsley. So it went from this raised bed to that orange container over there, and it is now over here. And as you can see, it is still growing and producing leaves. Now I can take you guys to the other side and show you more of the brassicas that I have growing. So over here in the corner garden, I'm growing mostly Georgia Southern collards. But I also have another bed of round Dutch cabbage. And these are the beds that I used last season to grow my tomatoes. As you can see, they all have the trellis hooked to the side of the beds. Now if you want to know how I built that trellis, I'll leave a link in the description below to show you how I did it step by step. And I also have a video on the raised beds here. But right here in the first one, these are all round Dutch cabbage plants. And they've been here for about 60 days now, so I won't be digging these up at all. Once they get this big, it's pretty much too late to dig them up, and you will shock the plant. Now they won't die if you dig them up and replant them, but it will stunt the growth and you won't get the full size head. So I'll be covering these again this year and see if it works. Now over here up against the gate, these are all collards in the 20 gallons, except for the ones you see here. These are broccoli plants, and the rest are all Georgia Southern collards. And over here to the left, there's more Georgia Southern collards on the back row and broccoli in the front row. And my last raised bed here, these are all Georgia collard transplants. Now the reason I bunched these together is to give you an example of how they grow when you grow them bunched up versus spacing like the seed packet says. Now we all stay in different zones, and we all use different methods to keep our plants alive during the cold winter months. So it would be very helpful if you all left a comment with the zone you stay in and the method that you use to keep your plants alive. You never know, you may help a gardener in your area this winter. And that's pretty much it for today's video, you guys. Always remember to plan your garden with your health in mind.